September 3rd, 2021. This call. I'd like to purchase the orange juice, please. And I'm paying 50%. Okay, thank you, James.
One of our and take over the place.
Remove card. Okay.
Yeah, we'll try and get it.
Thank you. Some wonderful Simply Orange juice. I am not going crazy. Excuse me. Is it still working? Islam, I'm waiting for you to pick up. Hold on one moment, okay? Okay, I'll call you back, okay? I gotta make it quick. All right. Yeah. Some people like this. Islam, a Moorish American nation and family. Islam. Hold on. Islam, my Moorish American nation and family. Islam. It is September the 2nd. No, September the 3rd, 2021. Today was such an odd day. I'm walking. Actually, let me put on my shoes so I can walk better. Hold on, I'm leaving Burger King. The day is Friday, our holy day. I'm leaving Burger King. had to put on my walking shoes. Okay. So, Islam, a Moorish American nation and family. Islam, Imani Great Bay. Islam, Arrington-Bey. Today is holy day for us, September 3rd, 2021. I just brought orange juice because I was explaining, what was it? I think it was yesterday. So it was yesterday. I was at Whole Foods, and this group of black males, with two, they look like, I don't know what ethnicity you would call them, but two females came into Whole Foods, and they had on these blue shirts with SAS. And this is like a little bit after I sat down, because Burger King was closed yesterday because of the tornado. The second, Burger King was closed September 2nd because of the tornado. And thank you. And but I didn't know. So I walked up to Burger King to work, and the police officer said that Burger King is closed. That area is shut down. I said, okay. So I walked back to Whole Foods. As I was going back to Whole Foods, I went inside Whole Foods, sat down for a moment, and this group of black males came into Burger King. Not Burger King, get my words right. Came into Whole Foods with two females. It looked like I don't know what their ethnicity were. And they were belligerent and very loud. And they were sitting like 2 tables down from me. And literally, this is what just like sort of like just really like you can. Whole Foods was quiet, and it's so they have the right to be what they want to be. But what I found odd was, because a lot of times when I'm sitting down at Whole Foods, maybe I'm reading the Constitution, I'm studying Moorish literature as a Moorish American. Black males or others may come and sit down close or be around me, or pale skin, and they start saying words I hear when I'm out at American Extended Stay, and even at Burger King. And I don't know anyone, Imani Great Bay don't know anyone, Arrington-Bey don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland. So literally, I sat down, maybe a little bit, they came and sat down. As soon as I had the thought, because I looked over and I saw that they had a thing of orange juice from Burger King as they were acting loud and sort of chaotic. And they had a great tray. And I said, that's from Burger King. And Burger King was closed yesterday because of the tornado. And as soon as I had that thought, and I was like, I videotape almost everything I can because of some of the unlawful and illegal things I've experienced in Annapolis, Maryland. So I always use my tablet. As soon as I had the thought, the black male, I looked his way, the black male grabbed the orange juice quickly and the tray and walked to the trash can, put the orange juice in the trash can to the left, it looked like, and put the tray to the right. And I didn't know at first that he put the tray in the trash can because I couldn't tell, but that's exactly what he did. And then they left. As soon as I had the thought of that's Burger King's, that looked like they purchased that from Burger King. Now, other places probably sell simply orange juice. I don't know, but okay, so I thought that was odd because, like I said, at American Extended Stay, where we domicile at, constantly not constantly, but too many times, someone says, Burger King, brother, I love you. So, another thing I noticed, so today, I go into Burger King. Now, on my Twitter page, deliberately tweet certain tweets, okay? I deliberately do this, okay? I deliberately do it. So I've been tweeting certain things deliberately. Islam. Now, I thought it was odd today. I'm just saying this is odd. I come into Burger King to work today, and the new girl, Shamara, said she came in saying it's something about racist. Someone's being racist. It's okay to be racist. Allah, Allah, Allah. And I've given testimony of hearing people speak about someone being racist for a long time. It's where there's Spanish speaking saying werewolf. I don't know why they say, or with the accent saying werewolf, like they some animal, or my tablet being manipulated, it seemed like, so forth. So I don't know. And then it say, or for instance, one of the United States military, where they implied that they in the army, they drive a truck that says army on it, come into Burger King with fully dressed army clothes. He is a regular. His license plate is SGT Army something. He's a black male. Now he's been coming in Burger King for a while. Before we were told that we can put items in the customer's hand to promote contactless, we were told to place everything on the counter. So, and that's what I was doing, and no one corrected me. And I've done that with this customer before. COVID-19 or Corona has been going on for these implementations for about almost 2 years now. And this particular customer, as I was trying to do what I was told and have done, he tried to jerk the straw out my hand. And he, black male, a little bit taller than me. You can tell he's in the force or somewhat because he's stout. And army. He tried to jerk the straw out my hand. After he left, I went through the whole situation. I documented it because of odd behaviors I noticed before from those that implied to be connected to the Army, the Navy, the military. Predominantly, they have been black males. So, but they're not the only ones. Also, citizens that are black males. So after he left, I noticed people were saying racist. They were using the word racist a lot. So this was about 2.5, 3 months ago. So today at Burger King, the new girl, her name is Shamara. I think I pronounced her name wrong still. She's African American, unless she claimed a nationality. She came into Burger King saying someone is racist. It's okay to be racist. And she was talking to Mindy about it. So Mindy is, I would consider her pale skin unless she claimed a nationality. These are only descriptions. I have never had a conversation with her particularly about telepathy, and I have never asked her what's her nationality. I don't think I ever asked her about her nationality, or definitely not Shamara. She's approximately been working for Burger King for a month and a half, I would say. I'm not sure if she worked at another Burger King. I don't know. But she was talking to Minnie about someone being racist. I said, this time, because I have heard it so many times, especially with odd behavior coming from the people I work with and the customers, I said, I'm going to ask them, what is their definition of being racist? And also knowing that I'm dealing with electricity, my tablet, I'm not working the way it should sometimes. So I know that we're among experiments, humanoid robots. I might not be using the right term for them, but that are connected, that the military, the government use, and they should have been using them to protect the citizens, not to rape, not to molest, not to steal, not to murder Islam. So I asked Mindy, I said, Mindy, what is your definition, this is today, September the 3rd, 2021, of a racist? And Mindy was explaining to me that it's someone who don't like a person in so many words because of their color. I said, because of their color? She said, yes, because of their color. And I said, what is, and if someone is racist, what's the problem with someone being racist? And she said, well, I guess in so many words you can be racist. That's your derogative, or your that's your business if you want to be racist. And then Phyllis, the manager, jumped into the conversation. All right, once again, the new girl, African American, unless you claim a nationality, the one I get testimony about, seemed to use the word man, and she was saying, and was telling me to shut up in front of customers. They were talking about someone being racist so loud. This time today, I chose to take the opportunity to ask them, because I've heard this for a long time from the manager. I've heard her say words like racist, Phyllis, while she's talking, but I didn't know who she was talking about. Today I went ahead and addressed it, because I'm like, what is this? Why are they saying someone is racist? It's just like hearing them say brother. Why they, use the word brother, or Mo? Why are you gonna say the word Mo? And, and since there's an issue with Phyllis not wanting me to stand next to her and prepare fries and do my job as an employee at Burger King, I even told her that this was discrimination, because she said she only didn't want me to do it, stand next to her and do fries, and I told her as a Moorish American, I felt discriminated against, and she scuffed it off, and she said she only did not want me. She would be considered African American unless she claimed a nationality. I'm just giving her a description. I don't know if she claimed a nationality, to stand by her and do fries. Okay? So, and after Mindy said that, Phyllis, after she said someone, that's your business, pretty much, she said, she used the word prerogative. I think she said prerogative. You do not want, if you are racist. And then, if I remember correctly, Phyllis intervened at that moment and said, Mindy, come on. She 49 years, she started saying, she 49 years old, don't know what racist is. And, cause no, she intervened, and then I remember I went back to Mindy, and then Phyllis started to do something else. So let me continue with the flow so I can make sure I get this right, because I might be off in a sequence of how this conversation went. So Phyllis started saying she 40 something, or 49, something like that. I can't remember the exact numbers, but she was seemed like she was referring to me and not knowing what racist is or racism is. And I went afterwards. I went again probably within the next 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I said, Mindy, because when she said racism was someone who don't like someone because of their color, I said because of their color. I told her, I said, I thought a racist person or somebody being racist is because of a different species. I used the word species, SPECIES, species. She said, no, not species, for their color. All right. So I said, okay. I said, I'm from the South, and there's a lot of Klansmen in the South that I grew up around, the KKK. We lived in a neighborhood where families we knew or were known to be part possibly of the KKK. I never had an issue with them. Except for one, and I started to tell about one time where this little boy was calling me a name, but I was very young. And then afterwards, because the years grow by, he too even matured. And that was the last thing I ever heard of him, or any situation. So what I was getting at to the point is, I was like, the KKK has the right to be racist, okay? If they feel that they are superior, according to constitutional law, they have the right to feel that they are superior, all right? But they do not have the right to use violence. They do not have the right to discriminate or use some form of action that violates someone else's constitutional rights. That's the point I was getting at, and I just let it be after that, because Phyllis and Shamara, they started talking back and forth, and I didn't hear everything they were saying, so it cooled off a little bit. But then 5 minutes later, I was walking towards the back of the kitchen, and I noticed Mindy was telling Thomas about the conversation of being racist. Thomas is another African American male, okay, unless he claimed a nationality, I don't know. And I said, Mindy, you was telling about being racist, and he said, what he started to say, she don't know what racism is. Racist, and this is Thomas. It's so many words, I'm gonna try to remember what he said. Racist is a person who thinks they are better. He used the word better than someone else, all right? And then he used the words, don't discriminate a person because of their color. And I said, so is it wrong to be racist? Or is it wrong to be discriminative? So what it is? Is it the action, or is it the belief? Because what's wrong with believing that you're better than someone? But if you discriminate, and you are and that's the issue, and you are in a seat of authority, that's the issue. When you take action because you are racist that infringes on someone else's rights, that's the problem. And he used the word discriminate. So I stayed quiet and listened to him, and he said, if you want to be racist, you have the right to be racist. He used to you. I said, I'm not racist. Not according, and their definition of being racist, or what they were telling me what racist is, I'm not racist. Then Phyllis came back there and said, you are racist because when Mexicans, or something, I think she said Mexicans, you say amigo to Mexicans. I say amigo to Mexicans. I said, now through the past I've heard Spanish speaking say amigo to me, or Spanish speaking, and I said amigo back, but I have not think everyone is amigo. Amigo, as far as what I remember, I know little Spanish, very little, means friend. I didn't understand, and she called me racist and brought up Spanish. And it was interesting because in this conversation, I remember Lorena, when it first started, went around the corner just to trigger this thought. Lorena came around. Lorena, she's from El Salvador, as far as what I remember that she told me. El Salvador is a country that speaks Spanish. All right, she's a cook at Burger King. This is helping me trigger the thoughts. She came around the corner and she was holding her arm like this, her hand like this. And sometimes that's my disposition. Sometimes I hold my arm, you see, like this while I'm standing, okay? And that's a behavior, disposition that I do a lot. I've been doing it for a while. then, I noticed I never really paid attention until I came to Annapolis. And when I came to Annapolis, because my disposition of doing that, you would have to study me to realize, or really watch to realize I do certain things like this. I noticed others do that as well, but when Lorena came around the corner, it wasn't like she was relaxing. You know how you walk like this? Because I've done this before when I started to notice odd things. She came around the corner walking like that, and I remember that to trigger my thoughts of how to explain what I experienced. So I'm going to say this again. I tweet certain things purposely for a reason, okay? So I was wondering, Thomas, when he said, when you think you're better than someone, he used those words when I spoke with him and called about him addressing me as Mo, okay? He started addressing the customers as Mo, and then when he started doing that, and these are pale skin customers, the employees, I heard him say it too, and those that would consider themselves Black or Negro African Americans, unless they claim a nationality. So when he started doing this is right when coronavirus pandemic happened. I thought it was odd, and I thought to myself, I said, you know what? As long as he does not address me as Mo, because I've corrected them politely before when they say baby. Miss Phyllis, when I tried to talk to her about calling me girl and speaking to me in a very rude, offensive manner, she still doesn't change how what she says. So I just let it be and try my best not to say very little words to her. And definitely when she walked towards the fry station, I try my best to walk away, because too many times she made it clear by doing like this, moving her hand when she walked towards the fry station, that she doesn't want me next to her. Too many times. And one time and I told her, she's getting so close that she can hit me, and she actually hit me. All right. So I remember going back to the subject of racism, I told Mindy, I said, I think you should have the right to be racist if you want, but you do not have the right to be violent. You do not have the right to be violent because, for whatever reason. And I'm going to go ahead and expand on that. Because someone doesn't like you, I'm going to rape them. Someone think they're better than you, I'm going to subjugate you. Because when you're in constitutional law and you're not an animal, these are animal, beast state of mind. But when you are a civilized being, you will respect other people's boundaries. You respect other people's rights. But when you don't have rights, when you only have privileges, and those privileges can be taken away from you at any time, you have to do what you're told because you don't have rights. You really don't have rights. Then that's the problem. The reason why I'm able to speak of these things, because I know as a Moorish American, I have rights. I affirm to uphold the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, and all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. These are laws of freedom. So that's why I'm able to speak about telepathy. I have never spoke about telepathy to anyone at Burger King, but this is why I'm able to speak about the telepathic code. I'm able to speak about telepathy because I have rights. I am not an animal. I am not a beast. I am not a dog. I'm not part dog. I'm not part ape. I am a naturalized, true American citizen. And so a lot of times when those who cannot speak about telepathy, they just walk around like robots saying, like, for instance, someone just said, yeah, brother. They literally, because they can't speak the way Moors speak because they don't have rights. They don't have rights. So I'm a little bit upset right now because today, you know, I posted about Sheik Dwayne Byfield Bay today many times, all right? And usually when I do a certain post purposely, I notice a different change in behavior with the co-workers I'm among. So today, literally, James was like, push. Because usually, I told him, and he knows Phyllis was there pushing the food at the fries. And he knows that when Phyllis do not, because I've said it so many times, and he knows this, because when I tell him, he said, okay, you know, he knows when Phyllis is there, she does not want me next to her doing fries. I've asked why, she gets aggressive, so I just go with the flow because I'm trying to earn money. He actually told me to push the food and just push my orders. I said, I'm not doing that, James. You know Phyllis is right there. Let me ask Phyllis. And I said, hold on, Phyllis, is there some, do you want me to push my orders? And she looked at me and mumbled something and rolled her eye, or looked like she rolled her eyes and walked away. She didn't say anything. And so she seemed more relaxed as I would be at the fry station today and walking towards me instead of aggressive manner and doing like this with her hand. She walking towards me just relaxed and like calm. All right, this has happened before. Like I noticed this on my birthday. Once again, I tweet things purposely to see, and I'm a little frustrated and upset because, you know, a lot of the things I've experienced at Burger King should not even, if you are if you just respect someone, just respect their boundaries, respect what you tell us, what Burger King's acronym is, connect, appreciate, respect everyone, then that really settles everything. There would be probably no problems, no issue. And excuse me because I'm getting a little bit frustrated again. So today I just thought it was so odd to see James encourage me and say push fries or go in and push your food, when so many times when Phyllis is there doing it, he has asked me before, and then when I tell him, or when he'll say, okay, never mind, you never mind. And it got to a point where I don't even say it no more. When Phyllis is there, he doesn't even tell me to push the food no more. So today he actually told me, and I told him, I said, well, you know, Phyllis is there. And then he said, again, push your orders on the front line. I said, wait a minute. I said, Phyllis is there. Let me ask Phyllis. And I asked her, and I just told you how she behaved. So I find that odd, and I think I have the right to give a testimony about this. So that's why I'm talking about it. I don't understand what the issue is with an employee who's trying to earn money as a true American citizen. I've asked, Carl said, ask Phyllis what you can do to make her day go smoother and better. I've done that, and she doesn't want to have any words for me, okay? No words for me at all, pretty much. And she doesn't explain what she needs me to do. And a lot of times, finally one day she told me the reason why I lost hours is because I wasn't having conversations with people. I said, I lost hours because I'm not having conversations. I said, I have basic conversation with many people at Burger King, especially the employees, just basic, not personal. I don't personalize anything, all right? Once again, so I felt like there's an issue because sometimes when there's a black male involved, or they could be connected to the military or Navy, whatever, there's in reference to the customers, there seems to be an issue with my managers. Or with the managers. I'm sorry, I don't like to say mine because I'm not owning them. The managers at Burger King. And that's why I found it odd that I have purposely tweeted certain things, and now once again it seemed like everything is people behave a little bit smoother when it comes to me doing the basic job that I'm supposed to do at Burger King. Today I thought I guess because I was a little bit I had thoughts about the words racism. This customer asked me, oh, the cash register kept freezing up. All right, once again, I'm not saying that the humanoid robots, these are my terms, were involved in causing Burger King registers not to work right. But I kept pressing the button, doing what I always do to delete certain things, and the registers froze up. Phyllis walked over there and pressed the button one time, and it worked. So I was like, okay. And I kept telling Mindy, and I told James, I told Phyllis, I said, these messages are coming up, processing on the out of the blue. Now, the system could be offline because of yesterday. I'm not sure. But the register seemed to work fine or well for the managers when they went over there. Okay. What else I noticed today? And on a spiritual matter, on a spiritual thought, a spiritual mental experience, my genitals were being attacked, and I noticed as my genitals were being attacked. Visually, I saw brown skin. I'm not saying all African Americans are unclean. All Mexicans, El Salvador is unclean. All South American, Central America unclean. All Peltons unclean. But I saw a visual of this look like Mexican or brown skin, whatever. I don't know what exactly what, but brown skin with the black hair attacking. So a lot of times when this visual appear, black Negro males and have said brother, or seen afterwards try to smile. The females say brother. You know, it's so odd because I'm having a spiritual experience, and then you got a black Negro male okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity to show how much of a man I am. You know, it's like now what is the coincidence of me experiencing something in a spiritual and mental manner, and also all of a sudden black Negro males or African American males come smiling in your face or looking at you or some sort of way that you would normally would not be. You know, so once again, I found that interesting. But anyway, my genitals were attacked spiritually, in my thoughts, and in reference to mental and spirituality. And the registers were not acting right. They were not. They were. I don't know what was going on. James said you have to give it a few moments. I had a thought as I was helping another customer. I usually help a customer with a gift card. I always tell them to use the machine, but for whatever reason, I did things totally backwards. Thinking about this conversation, hey, look, that looks like a police helicopter. China is probably controlling it. You know, China, according to some, the Chinese government control everything that's outside of constitutional law on this landmass. They control everything. Other foreign countries control everything that's outside of constitutional law on this landmass. That includes the military and the president. They control everything, except for those who are inside constitutional law. So if you look up there, there's a helicopter. According to some. So what else did I experience? So getting back to what I'm trying to I guess you want to say verbalize. I was just really, I guess, was really irritated because once again, people, as Moorish Americans, we are taught to respect the military, the Navy, the Army, and they're supposed to be protectorates, the police, who have been naturalized to uphold constitutional laws. U.SIA Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment, 20 sections, and all four of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. When you are naturalized, that means you're not an ape, you're not a dog, you're not a werewolf, all right? You're not a werewolf. You're not a humanoid robot, all right? You wasn't bred in a laboratory. You wasn't bred in a laboratory. You were actually birthed from a natural being, and you've been naturalized as a natural being, okay? So, but if you have not been naturalized and you are not considered a natural being, then I can understand why you would not have or understand the constitutional laws of being naturalized. It's still up there. Once again, they say China and other foreign countries control everything on this landmass that is outside of natural law. I don't know how true it is. So the coronavirus pandemic, where you have these people that are protesting, they're wondering what's going on with so many people after they get the COVID-19 shot. They're saying, why is it that people are getting the COVID-19 shot and they having all these crazy reactions like blisters? They're dying. But if you don't have rights, and if you have privileges, then you really don't have much to say. You got to do what you're told, because freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom to live well, to have a healthy, well life does not apply to you. Islam. And let me think, make sure there's nothing else I want to say, because I want to get everything out. Oh, I had another experience. Last night, another spiritual experience. Like I said, Americans in this day, they're Spanish speaking. Today's a black male, this is so funny. He came into Burger King and he was saying how Burger King is his house and something about a room. You know, I told you about many times how these citizens around Annapolis speak about being in somebody's room. They say brother, and they literally talk about being in someone's room. In Monterey Bay and I run Arrington-Bey, we don't know anyone personally here in Annapolis. No one can say that we have implied that we want to know them or be a friend to anyone. But some of them, not all, some citizens, like animals, literally like animals, say we are in somebody's room. They sound like animals and behave like a beast, like an animal. And they keep saying brother, yeah, or werewolf, like animals. Now, I'm not saying this customer sound this way, but when he said something about Burger King is the house, or Burger King is his house and the room, it made me think about how since 2016 or maybe 2017, I was giving testimony about these people in Annapolis saying, I've given testimony about them saying racism or someone's being racist. Okay? Today the conversation came about racist. I was like, what is racist? I went ahead and asked today. I was like, because like I said, I don't have a reason to lie. If I say something is happening, it is happening. So the black male customer was talking about something about, he said Burger King is his house, and he mentioned the word room. It made me think about how many times I hear spirits, people in Annapolis, like sounding like animals, how they in somebody's room. Now, what kind of technology, and I've gave testimony many times about hearing accents like a mic is in our room, like a camera. Now, if you are an animal and you don't understand, if you have an animal state of mind and you don't understand how you should not infringe on someone's personal life, all right? If you have an animal state of mind, your government has classified and identified you as an animal. You're a beast. You don't understand why you should not invade someone's personal space. Islam. Your government has identified and classified you as an animal, a beast. You would not understand, and if you behave in that manner, why you should not rape, why you should not molest, why you should not steal, why you should not kill, and why you should behave in a lawful manner. Islam. And that's keeping it 100. So, another thing I noticed last night, a lot of times when